You don't belong here, princess. Go back to making coffee. The words landed in the training hall like a slap. Commander Ellis's elbow struck hard against her face before any of the cadets could even react. A sharp crack echoed. Blood trickled down her cheek. The room froze. Maya Torres stood motionless, wiping the crimson with the back of her hand, her eyes cold, unreadable. Everyone expected tears or a reaction. Instead, she said, her voice steady, "You just made a big mistake, sir." Ellis laughed, an ugly, high laugh, turning to the others as though to prove a point. "See that?" he said, voice loud. Nothing behind her eyes. Just weak, the cadets stiffened. No one dared risk his wrath. But Maya didn't back down. She tied back her hair, squared her shoulders, and walked to the mat. Every footstep echoed in the hushed hall. She stopped, facing Ellis. "Again," she said simply, "unless you're scared." Pride flickered in his eyes. He surged forward, fists raised, his ego fueling each step. He expected surrender. He expected her to cave, but what he got was silent, controlled power. She slipped under his swing, twisted behind him, and in one fluid motion she had him face first on the mat, an arm bent behind him, legs swept. The hall gasped. Ellis fought to rise, but Maya stayed poised. She released him, stepping back. He rose, face flushed, voice trembling. "You got lucky." No one moved. The air hung heavy. Then a whisper broke the silence. "Wait, isn't she the Torres from Kandahar?" Heads turned, names exchanged. The shift was seismic. Rumors flooded from every mind. They'd heard of the mission gone dark, a SEAL team trapped behind enemy lines, overwhelmed, presumed lost. One operative went missing until she re-emerged, dragging 2 wounded teammates across enemy terrain, eliminating threats along the way, calling in extraction under fire. That operative was Maya Torres. She stood there, battered but unbowed. A Navy SEAL in the flesh. The quiet face they mocked turned out to be the warrior they feared. Ellis swallowed hard. His facade cracked. He advanced again, an uncertain charge this time, only to be met by Maya's cool retaliation. She struck fast, disarmed him mid-motion, slammed him down, pressed his baton to his throat while the room watched in stunned silence. "Never mistake silence for weakness," she said, voice low but edged with steel. She let the baton drop, then walked away. No flourish, no gloating, just a woman who refused to be underestimated. That night, in barracks and briefing rooms all over the base, whispers swelled into stories. Cadets compared bruises, recalled her eyes, replayed her movements in their heads. None could believe how wrong they'd been. Ellis, on the verge of humiliation, avoided her gaze. The next morning he walked into the hall slower than usual. When Maya entered, the entire room stiffened. He straightened, cleared his throat. "Lieutenant Torres," he said, voice quiet. "Permission to speak?" She nodded once, expression unreadable. He exhaled. "I was wrong. I judged you before knowing your story. I'm sorry silence held them in place." Then Maya looked at him steady. "Apology accepted. But let it be the last time you underestimate someone who doesn't look like you." The hall exhaled. Training resumed, but everything had changed. Maya didn't demand respect. She earned it. In every lesson, every drill, every motion, she proved that strength isn't loud. Leadership isn't about volume. Rescue isn't about spectacle. It's about discipline, precision, and restraint. The young cadets who once snickered now listened when she spoke. The men who sneered now followed her lead. Even Ellis, stern and rigid, began to lean into her guidance. When physical training started, Maya moved past the others, fast, efficient, controlled. She didn't show off, she didn't roar, she just acted. In hand-to-hand drills, she executed clean takedowns, blocking, grappling, neutralizing threats with economy. In endurance runs, she fell into rhythm while others gasped for breath. In shooting drills, she was calm, centered, zeroing in under pressure. She led by example, never raising her voice, never posturing. One afternoon, during a team exercise in urban combat simulation, one of the recruits froze. A smoke grenade went off. Bullets cracked on steel barricades. Others panicked. Maya didn't hesitate. She dove across open ground, shielded a teammate, returned fire, cleared a path. She shouted commands only when necessary. The outcome? They won. The others followed her through the breach. Afterwards, a younger cadet came up, trembling. "Ma'am, you were everywhere. I thought we were lost." She placed a steady hand on his shoulder. "You were never lost. You were waiting for direction." He looked at her with awe. Stories spread beyond the base. In mess halls, in off-duty bars, in shared duty rooms, soldiers recounted what they saw. The quiet girl who nobody took seriously turned out to be a SEAL who'd crawled through hell and come out on top. They spoke of discipline, of hidden scars, of scars unseen, of trauma harnessed, not denied. They admired the lean muscle, the calm gaze, the refusal to be cheapened by hate or dismissal. Maya's own scars ran deeper than flesh. She had lost a teammate in that Afghan mission, the one who couldn't be carried, who slipped away while they fought side by side. For years she replayed the mission, asking if she could have done more. But she learned this: regret doesn't teach you how to lead. Experience does, discipline does, mercy does. In the dark, when bullets whisper and your partner lies bleeding, you either become quiet or break. She chose quiet. Now she was home, training the next generation. She kept her history private, letting the present define her, because she was no longer that ghost in the field. She was the anchor, the guide, the unexpected force in a room full of loudness. So when someone dared, deliberately or by habit, to jab, to bully, to mock, Maya Torres reminded them respect isn't conferred by rank or voice. It's earned under pressure, in silence, when the world expects you to falter. She taught them that day, every day, that you never underestimate someone who looks soft, moves slow, or speaks gently. Because sometimes the calmest waters hide the sharpest stone. And they learned. Their laughter died. Their jeers faded. Their arrogance tempered. In the final assessment, when they faced simulated threats, external conflicts, and internal weaknesses, Maya's team excelled. Others whispered that you'd never pick them out by appearance. But when the smoke cleared, they were always the ones left standing. They discovered the truth the hard way. You don't elbow a SEAL in the face and walk away the same. Because the quietest one may be the deadliest. The soft voice may carry the iron will. The one you underestimated may become your commander. So remember this: strength isn't loud, fear isn't always visible, and respect can't be demanded. You earn it silently, under fire, when nobody watches. Before we end this story, let us know in the comment, where are you watching from? If this story moved you, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more powerful stories like this one. You never know. The next one might just change your life.